everybody. Welcome back to StephandPedro Podcast. Hey, y'all.
What's up, people?
Yeah, we're back at it again.
All right, we were talking before we started, but we'll just continue.
So I was discussing that I started going to the gym yesterday.
Yeah, this is not the first time. Let's give you some credit.
Nope, it's not. I lost a lot of weight. But I'm going back at it after surgery. I had surgery recently, but I feel better now, so I'm gonna go back to the gym.
How does it feel to, let me tell you guys something, like, it's real, like 5:30 in the morning before even the Jewish people are up. She's up grinding, so it's not like some like McDonald's type shit, go and work out for 20 minutes, Instagram it. This is real shit. How does it feel to be up early again? Real early. Taxi.
I mean, I'm starting to get into the rhythm, you know what I mean? I have to like slowly, I'm testing my limit to see how much I can do post surgery, because I know I'm still kind of recovering. Like, I'm recovering. It's been 3 months, but my body is not the same anymore. So I have to like figure out what works and what doesn't.
Are you so what are you doing? Like just cardio now? Like you're going real slow in?
No, I mean, I'm doing light weights, a little bit of cardio to see, how much I can do. Because when I lift really heavy weight, I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like where the surgery was done. So I was like, shit, now I gotta like slow it down.
Yeah, you're just like putting your toe in the water to see how cold it is and shit.
Yeah, because let me not like rupture something that's still not healed, and then I gotta get rushed back to the hospital.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at. What's going on with you?
I've been good, chilling, writing a lot, trying to write more. Got a lot of different ideas. So I noticed like I had to help my mom write a resume. So I kind of really took it seriously. And I was sitting there and I did that same shit I used to do in college where, okay, I'm gonna put the paper down. It's 11:30. I'm gonna finish by 1, and it's fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, and I wrote in one sentence. I'm like, But I did take it seriously. Like, I got all her information down. Like, I took her past resumes and everything. Like, I really wanted to do it. It was twofold. I really wanted to do an awesome resume for her because she tried to do it herself, and it was just like it could have been so much better. And I see now, I'm like, no. Like, let me really help you do it really good. So I really want to do it for that. And for me, I wanted to write again, like kind of, because I had to do a cover letter, which was the hardest part.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I enjoy writing. It's something I'm really good in. But it's like a muscle, right? Like if you don't do it for a while, you lose a lot of your shit. You lose a lot of that. Okay,
Finesse.
This is my style. Yeah, you miss your style. You miss your. This is how I want to approach it and shit.
Yeah, the juice.
Yeah, so I sat there. I did it. Felt real good about it. So I just kept writing, building off that, and writing a lot. And I'm like, feels good to write a lot. Like the thing is like I have trouble. The one thing I have trouble with is I prefer to write on paper with a pencil, right? Like to me, I'm still stuck on that shit where I like writing it down with my hand. I feel like it's like almost like a brainstorming thing. Like I feel more of my ideas coming out. But writing on a computer, like from fresh, I don't know. Like I can't. I have trouble starting. You know what I'm saying? I have trouble starting. So I've just been writing a lot in my little notebook, just trying to get my brain working. So yeah, been writing.
That's
Basketball, the playoffs are coming up, so my mind's been on that shit. Yeah. So how was that gig? We haven't talked about the gig. You said the 4-letter word THOT, thought. So I knew it was you put up the back signal for me to know about that shit.
So basically, for those that does not know, I am a makeup artist, and I've got hired to work on a specific gig. I'm not gonna say where and who and what, where, how, why. But in this place I've worked in, it was interesting. It was streetwear for, like several different designers. And there was a lot of
Yeah.
girls, a lot of guys. So it was unisex, right?
Yeah.
The thing about it is, like, oh my God, like, it's so chaotic. Like, Fashion Week is I just mentioned it, Fashion Week. It's very chaotic. It's very high paced. It's very, whatever. The thing
Have
about
you ever done makeup in an environment like that?
Not really.
Like
I
a
only did it. I only did it in film and TV, which is a little different because we're on set for like 18 hours, so we have to do the
yeah.
same type of stuff for, all day long.
Yeah, this is almost like fast food makeup. You know, you got to be like boom, 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 boom.
Right, and it's cool. It's challenging. It's different. It's a different style, different flavor, different everything.
Yeah,
The only thing that bothered me the most about fashion versus TV, well, it's two separate monsters, you know what I mean? And you got to get to know your monster very well and see if you're equipped to, handle one more than the other, you know what I mean?
yeah, like
And
both have their fucking pros and cons.
yeah, so they're both entertainment, one. So we're dealing with like emotional unstable people, okay? We're dealing with people that are like,
The makeup artists or the models.
no, general masses, just your
Oh, okay.
surrounding, we're talking
Oh,
about your
okay, I got you.
surrounding.
Yeah,
One is more, like they're just testing your boundaries to see if you are tolerable to be around with for multiple hours. That's one monster. So
yeah,
people are going to try to poke you around to see if you would react. And then when you pass the test, then they'll put their guard down and deal with you. That's
yeah,
one monster. Then you got this other monster where people already have, um, basically they feel superior. They have this mask on, you know what I mean? That they
yeah,
must wear all day long in order for them to move up the ladder. You know what I mean? Like they come off more arrogant. They come off more bitchy, more demanding. Everything in excess. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they amplify their personality when they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like that is not necessary. But for some reason, we're dealing with like, how do I say it? Like insecure people. There's a lot of insecurity,
I can
a lot
imagine.
more than TV. You know,
Yeah,
insecurity is so prevalent. It's prominent. It's right there. You can see it. People are searching for the spotlight or they're fighting for it. So you can feel the competition there. While TV is like, well, we're in this bitch together for 1,000 years, so we gotta cope with each other. We have no other choice if we're gonna be here. But the other one is more like, we're only here for 5 minutes. Let's see who outshines who.
yeah,
So that's two different extremes, and it's different. I've done fashion many years ago when I was like, I don't know, 18, 19 years old.
yeah,
And then the funny part about it is, I was like, and I was working behind the scenes. I was the person in charge of like making sure the models get their hair, makeup done, go on the stage. Like they got to be ready with different looks.
yeah.
And it's very stressful because people don't like to listen. I don't know why. Like, why are you here if you're
What do you
not gonna
mean?
listen? You know what I mean?
What's
Like,
an example?
let's say a girl, she's giving me a hard time on putting makeup or putting their clothes on or getting their shit together. It's like, wait, but I gotta do this first. No, bitch, you gotta move to this. Listen to me if you want to stick around.
Yeah,
That's the one aspect and about, you know, fashion and stuff. And it's just like, it's just too much like tug and pull, you know, it's just too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fine. Some people can deal with that type of pressure. I can to a certain extreme, you know.
Yeah, like you've been in the muck
I've been in
plenty
it.
of times.
And
Maybe not the fashion kind of like McDonald's style fashion where you just come over here, I'll do your makeup, boom, knock you out, and then just keep like a fucking like a factory and shit.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's got to be a whole different.
You are a conveyor belt, okay?
That's what I thought it would be. Conveyor belt makeup artistry. You
Yeah.
know,
And it's just
that sounds like it's stressful, anxiety, all that shit.
it's stressful at first. Once everybody's ready and done, it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? It's just that moment pushing. They're pushing, you know?
Yeah. How many people you made up?
Like 5.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've seen you make up yourself, and that's a pretty task. You know what I'm saying? Like a heavy task, just doing yourself. I could imagine 5 people. Like 5 distinct styles. Was it like you had to
5
do?
different faces, different colors, different
Yeah.
features, different everything. And you're just like, oh my God. I cut myself in the middle of doing one. I don't even know how that happened.
How you did that?
Oh God, I don't even know. I was trying to open up a foundation and then I cut myself.
Jesus.
Oh, it was, and the part that really like I was really not in shock. I was like,
Yeah.
people, they talk about it, they're like, oh, these models, they think they're the coolest shit on the block. They act like they're shit on Sting. Like you hear about it. But when you're actually there and you actually witness their shenanigans, then you're like, damn, bro.
So it's like true, like the people you've interacted, it's like that. Models have that model, those preconceived notions are real, yeah.
Yeah, not sometimes what people are saying to the extreme, which is not always true because there's certain areas that people are a lot more calmer. The atmosphere is a little bit more, low key.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's that competition. And you know what? You know what really, really surprised me? It wasn't the girls, it was the guys that was acting up.
In what way?
Surprisingly. They were more flirtatious. They were more like, "Hey, how are you?" They were more like extrovert. Like they want to be known. Like they want you to see them.
Yeah.
It was the craziest experience. I'm like, I'm expecting this shit from a girl, like being more flirtatious, more loud, more flamboyant, more this, more of everything. But it was
Yeah.
actually the guys. The guys were the one that were making the most noise, that were more flirtatious, that were more like they're trying to steal your attention more. It was just a lot more.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, whoa.
I can see where it stands out. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you like makeup is probably models in makeup are predominantly women. I would guess.
Yeah,
So that's like kind of like cutting through the stereotypes and shit.
but the guys, man, they were a lot more just out there. I was like, this is not what I thought at all.
Did you have fun at the end of the day? Was it cool? Was it a
I have fun, I was just like, once I get my job done, I want to get out. Like, forget about everything else. Like, I did my part. Pay me. I want to go. I don't want to interact. I dealt with your face. How close do you want me to be?
that sounds frightening?
And don't get me wrong, everybody. I like makeup. I love makeup. It's fun. It's really,
Yeah.
really fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But, there's certain things that is like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Do you
you
see yourself doing this? more often? Is this like
I do want to do it. I'm trying. I'm testing the waters. See where do I land. You know, I enjoy it so far. Fashion Week was fun. It was
yeah?
fun. It was fun. It was fun to a certain extent. You know, like it was high pace, high energy. You know, the expectations was up. Everything was up, which was cool. You know,
There's an adrenaline to that,
it's
right?
an
Like
adrenaline. Yeah, exactly.
I
You
know
want
that feeling. It's that event feeling. It's the adrenaline of like knowing, yeah, it's my time to shine. How can I do? I'm ready to do good shit. Like I get the same feeling when I perform live with a band.
right,
Like I'm scared, not scared at all. Zero fear. Like I'm ready to go, man, I want to stand out. I want to do good. Like that feeling is crazy, that adrenaline. Like I haven't felt that in a while. That's something that, if you you got to experience adrenaline sometimes. You got to let it pump so you can like feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like some
yeah.
people are scared of that shit. Nah, you got to embrace that shit in
No, you
my
gotta
opinion.
embrace it, like because it's not just in what you love that would give you that type of high. It's in other aspect of life, but if you're familiar with that feeling, it's easier to handle. You know?
Yeah. Like you got to challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, of course.
man, I never thought I would be like that too, yo. Like I was always I'm not shy, but I'm definitely like it's a mixture of shy and just keep it to myself and keeping it like close to the vest with the people that I'm cool with and shit. But like when I started performing, it felt so good. Like you couldn't get me off the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a crazy feeling. When you're in that event, you just want to perform in the event. You want to do your shit right and understand like, man, I'm ready here to I want to do something good. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I.
remember I played a show for the mayor of the town,
Oh
right? The
boy.
mayor of the town was there. Dude, I ate a chocolate chip edible and I was so high because I smoked. I smoked a lot and I took the edible. Okay. Because it was like a celebration, right? My bandmate, he just bought a house, his first house for his family. So we went to the new house. It was a cool celebration, right? You got a Latino making it. To me, it's a great deal, especially in the neighborhood he was in. It was one of those neighborhoods where everybody had American flags, and you're gonna see a lot of those red hats everywhere, those MAGA hats. But to see a Latino make it, I'm like, wow, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his land. So we were celebrating, and I thought, hey, you want to give me? I'll take a chocolate chip, uh, edible, bro. I was standing there. I was so gone, but I was in the zone. Like I'm like, okay, we're getting paid a lot of money, bro. We got paid a lot of money. The most money I ever got paid for the show. We got paid by the town. Dude, I was like, man, I'm here to perform my ass off. Like, I was so hyped just to show off, like show the people something. It was cool, man. Like that adrenaline feeling is addicting, man. It's just so addicting. It's like the
Yeah.
podcast too. Like, I've never done a podcast before. Never really spoke like in podcast form. I used to do radio. Like I used to do college radio. I had my own college radio station. I had the same feeling. I'm like, man, I'm nervous, but I want to perform. Like, it's time to really like. I want people to like us.
Right.
Like, I love that feeling, man. It's a feeling. I'm addicted to that shit.
The other thing that also like really surprised me is that none of the guys wanted to approach me at first. It
What do you
was so
mean?
weird. Like I had my whole makeup station ready and I turn around and I'm expecting somebody to sit on my chair. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, like I'm waiting because now I'm doing the makeup for the guys.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for somebody to come to me. You know what I mean? Like, hello, I'm wearing all black. Like, you can't miss me. You know, you guys look like a fucking crayon box, and I'm here wearing black. So they're all looking at me like, is she? Is she not? And then I'm like, what the hell? So I finally like was like, hey, like, you know, like I'm making a hand gesture, like come,
Yeah.
And then finally the guy started coming towards me, and I was like, this is so weird. Like I thought that was so strange. You know what I mean?
Was
Then
it was it because like you would look like an outsider?
no, I found out later on why. So I'm on the train station, and two models, like we walked together to the train because it was far and we were all going the same direction.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like I offer them like, wipes so they can wipe their face off.
Mhm.
And then I was like, why didn't you guys approach me? Like, why did you guys just look at me? And then both of them was like, because we thought you were a model.
Oh.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, like usually we expect like short, chubby, not good looking, or a really gay guy do our makeup.
Oh.
And I was like, wow. So
So
you,
they thought like the makeup artist has a stereotype
yes,
kind of image.
yes. I was so in shock. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like I've never heard that before. To me, it was so foreign. Like what?
Yeah.
Like I've never heard that before.
Well, you studied under like real, I would say Hollywood style makeup artistry. Like what was like the schooling was very traditional makeup artistry, right? You got
Right,
a bunch of white people doing makeup, teaching other white people. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
maybe like that's probably what they thought. Whatever it's like, okay, the stereotype is gay dude, like a gay, out of shape dude doing makeup. Maybe that's how it is in the city, city makeup artists and shit. Urban. I can see that.
I was like, this is so fucking strange. Like, like I said, it was very foreign. I was like, what the hell? But then now I think about it, like, thinking back in my school and my classmates and stuff, I'm like, they look like average girls. There's nothing out of like the ordinary. It's average girls just doing makeup. But I
Yeah,
guess in their eyes, they've seen a typical style of like, I guess, looks that makeup artists have. You know what I mean? Like
like
traditional.
it's an image.
Yeah. I'm like, what? They would literally say short, fat, not that attractive, or pretty gay. I was like, well,
We love you, makeup artists, even if you're fat or unattractive.
we love you. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just very in shock of what they said because I don't look around my surroundings and be like, yeah, they're fat. No, I was in shock. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
It was weird. Yo, that's a weird feeling, right? Like it's almost like they they explain to you how the models see the makeup artists. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like you gotta you got a peek inside of what they think makeup artists are, and you were so not what they thought, which is probably another mind fuck right there.
No, and after he told me that, it put me in a situation like it made me more aware that okay, so if these guys don't think of me as a makeup artist, now I have to prove myself 10 times more that I am because they're already judging me, prejudging me before my talent or my skills.
Yeah,
They already
isn't
categorized me even before they actually attempted to see my craft.
isn't that crazy? That's like everywhere, right?
It's everywhere, but it's
It's
really bad
you
in
felt
that.
that shit. You
It
felt
was
that shit.
not humiliating. I don't know if it's flattering. It is like 5%, and everything else is like, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna give me a hard time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, oh, now you're putting me in this fucking, cubby hole. You're already categorizing me without really giving me a shot. Now I gotta really fucking, expand my palette. It's insane.
that's a crazy feeling. Yo, I went through that shit just like you, bro. When I went to go teach, I felt so out of place, right? Because I just felt like these people have an image of what a teacher is, and I am not that image. To myself, I don't believe it. It's kind of hard because to myself, I'm like trying to fit in, trying to be a teacher, trying to be right. Like I can be Pedro, but then I wanted to be teacher. Like I wanted to get a certain type of respect from the students. I wanted them to see me in a certain way because you always want that when you're a teacher. You want to demand when
Right.
you're anybody. You want a certain type of respect. Like, yeah, we can be cool. Like I'm a cool guy. I don't really take anything too seriously. I don't wear myself on my shoulder. I don't have like these things where like I'm pretty approachable by anybody. I'm just that type of person. But with the students, I want to keep that about myself, but I want to have a different type of relationship. I want to be a teacher. I want to have some authority.
Right.
So I wanted to try to be different, but it's so weird that like they thought I was like a teacher. I was a teacher student, like I was, but I remember doing it with a couple of different colleagues, right? And they got a respect way differently than I got a respect. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like, "Hey, Mister, hey, Miss, can
Mm-hmm.
you please help me with this?" But with me, they didn't really approach me at all. Same thing like you, they didn't approach me at all because it's almost like this guy doesn't look like a teacher, so we're not going to really approach him as a teacher. He really doesn't look like he knows what he's doing, and yada 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 yada. So I kind of had to go up to students and kind of introduce myself in a certain way. It's weird that like I don't fit the teacher mold, so I wasn't even approached by any student for help or anything.
Right.
Especially when the actual teacher was telling them, they're here to help you guys. You guys can seek out. There was like a group class assignment, so we were kind of walking around. He was like, use them. They're here. They're here to help you. And my colleague, and dude, I was with this girl. She was dumber than a sack of bricks, bro. She didn't know shit. She didn't know whether to shit or wind her watch. She didn't know anything. To be honest, I'm just being honest. She didn't know anything. Especially she was in there to be a history student. She knew nothing about history. So I seen her and they were approaching her. Dude, let me tell you what this girl did that shocked me. She was taking notes of the class, right, that we were in, because she was saying, "Man, I didn't even learn this when I was in school. I'm learning now in a 10th grade class." I'm like, it was just weird. Like
Yeah.
I felt so out of place, but I made it work. I made it work, especially because they made me talk in front of the whole school, bro.
Whoa. That's
It was
pressure.
great. It was great. I look forward to that. I actually felt good because I was like, man, I could finally explain myself, who I am, because these people, they keep seeing me, but nobody approaches me. Nobody's coming to me for help. They see me talking to the teacher. They see me trying to be a teacher, but nobody's approaching me. They just staring at me. You know how kids are. They stare at you. They're
Yeah,
all
they
staring
stare
at me.
at you. Yeah, they do.
And I'm like, okay.
What the hell?
And I'm there normal. I'm no like I didn't even change the way I looked really. I kind of wore my normal getup, my chill, and I was just there chilling. But I was there. I'm a teacher, I'm here, and I had a teacher, my professor, come advise me while I was in the class, and she was like, "Nobody approached you. They just kept looking at you. They kept staring at you." I was like, "It's been like this every day. Every day I've been here. They just stare." Yeah, that's a weird feeling.
It is, because even the director of the fucking show, she kind of grilled me and, like, literally was like, "So how long have you been doing this?" I was like, "Well, this is, I was being honest." I'm like, because that day it was my first paying gig. I've done it before, but it wasn't paid. So this was paid. And
Not even that show you did.
what, the TV show?
Yeah.
No, I got paid for a TV show. That's different.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. For that gig, that
But
type
that
of.
specific
Okay.
type of realm,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've done, whatever. And she was like, "Oh," and then I said, "Well, this is my, first gig, but I've done TV and film. That's
Yeah.
more my expertise." And she looked at me up and down. She goes, like,
Yeah.
"Bitch, you ain't shit." I was like, "This fucking bitch, like." Get out of here with this bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can run this shit fucking better than you can, you know? Which that was another thing I started like reflecting upon. It was so weird. It was like, okay, I did my makeup, I'm done. Now I'm sitting for the show to start. And I was, just like exploring and then, looking at my surroundings and, just getting a scope of what's the environment like, right?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh my God, I started getting that urge, like, oh man, like being a boss.
Yeah. You that's your thing though. I think you really look forward to that. You're good at that.
I am.
You you know what it is, like a project lead. You're good. I remember the first time me and you kind of really had like a moment that I remember early on in the day. You were like in charge of like a fashion gig,
Yeah.
so you really had your shit straight. You had a book full of contacts and all this. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good because I'm not that way.
Yeah,
You're good at that shit.
I didn't realize I was like I really like to do it till I was out of the element and from taking it from the inside out, from outside in, looking it from the outside in,
Yeah.
It's very different and now I was like, wow, like I can literally do this shit with my eyes closed. Because I've had experience. I know how it is to organize events and like I've done it for TV. I've done
Yep.
it for film. I've
Yep.
done it for big budget shit and little budget shit. So I have experience.
Yo, we're not gonna say names. We don't drop names unless we hate you or we want to slander and drag you through the memes. But I remember you used to um you were kind of like the assistant for like not a big star, right? We're not saying Tom Cruise, but a fucking star,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah. Don't.
Now
But don't mention
this
names though.
no, we not dragging name. We not memeing right now.
No,
We're
no,
not
no.
memeing. But like you, if people want to question, I'm tell you like there's a star now that wasn't a star when you were there, when you were going through the muck. Like you know what's good. You've been there. You've done big, little, medium. You've done different things, so you know what you're talking about, yo. I don't lie, people. It's a star.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we're talking about star shit.
It's a star.
We know Stephanie knows, like she knows the business. She's a part of it. Like
Yep.
this is some mealy mouth shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. I like when you get thrown into the pressure cooker. I like to see you squirm. Why? Why? Why do I like to see that? I like to hear stories of you and your fucking with your gloves
Endeavors.
on, your elbow pads, your knee pad, looking like LeBron James. I like that shit. I like to see you work.
It's fun. I like it. I like to get down and dirty. I like to, get shit done.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm
But
happy.
now I'm learning what I want to really do. You know what I mean? Like now it's solidifying my position, I guess, in life. I don't know, but at this moment, it's more like,
Things are becoming clearer.
yeah, it's more like, okay, this is my strength.
Yeah,
Like makeup, it's a passion in terms of like I do it with love. Like
yeah.
pay or not, I still love to do it.
That's a interesting. That's an interesting thing because I kind of compare it to a lot of like hobbies and things that I enjoy that a lot of people would see as non important, and I can imagine a lot of people saying the same thing about makeup, but it's like you could have a real passion about that shit.
Because I've never went out of my way to like study it, learn what different techniques do, different brushes, the brands, like, and I watch it for fun. You know what I mean? It's not like I watch it just to learn. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah,
But when I finally did it for pay, actual pay, it is rewarding. But it's like now it's taking away the essence of why I did in the first place.
Hey everybody,
You know what I mean?
welcome
Hey,
to
yeah.
StephandPedro
Like,
Podcast.
oh man, now I guess my
What's
hobby
up?
is becoming a
What's going
profession.
on?
What's up, man?
But I don't want it
How are
to.
you?
I'm
Like,
good. I just came back
exasperate.
from
You
cutting
know what I
my
mean?
You don't
freaking
want
hair.
to do makeup as a profession. Yeah.
Now I'm
That's
starting
always
to
a
figure it
special-
out. Like, oh shit, you know,
that's always a
like
special
I love
event.
to do it. You know, it's so much
It really
fun.
is because
Either it's on me or on a
I haven't cut
person,
my hair in a
and
while, and
but it's like,
just
oh
damaged,
man, like I
messed
can't.
up, and
It's so
it's
weird.
just
It's
the
like,
love
yeah,
and
it's fun to
hate
get paid
I
for
have
it. Yeah,
on my
no problem.
hair. It's just a
But
bad
my
relationship.
heart is not
We've been on
there
the
to
rocks.
get paid. I want to make the person feel good. You know. Like when I made those models look
I always
good,
feel like
they
you was stuck
appreciate
with
it
that,
because
like,
they put the
you know, you
look
don't know
comes
what you want
together.
to be.
You know
You
what I
don't know
mean?
if
The
you want to
hair,
be
the outfit.
Indian or
But
Mexican.
they're
Like
not
you have like
taking
Mexican
it in.
hair.
Like if I did a private client,
I
you know
do,
what I
which
mean?
is
Because they're
great.
Like you
taking
have
it in. You're,
features that are
you're
very
changing
South
their
American,
whole
like low South
everything.
America, and all of a
You know
sudden
what I
you got
mean?
like upper
Yeah, I get what
South
you mean.
American features.
It's so
like choose
different. It's an
something, man.
emotional
Well,
thing.
right
It's
now
like,
I feel
oh,
low.
this
It's a cool-
freaking South
It's a cool thing
American.
to be
Chile,
a part though.
you're
Like
all
when
the
you
way
figure out
down
you
there.
have a
Nah,
hobby
man, I'm like,
and you have a hobby
I'm in
that
the
you
fucking
might want to
Amazon.
do
I'm
it
not
as a
all the way
profession.
down there. I'm
So you
straight,
actually work it out. You
I'm
try
straight
things. It feels
Amazonian.
good.
Like
You know,
it's
to
just
say that I
straight
tried this,
jungle.
I tried
straight
that.
jungle.
I like this. I don't
Hair
like that.
everywhere.
Like,
It's just
you know what I'm saying? Like
for
you actually
people out there
said,
that's
this is what I
struggling with
want,
hair,
and I'm gonna
man.
go
This
try
has
it and
been a
work for
rough
it and
journey,
see how I feel.
and I
That's
finally
a
chopped
strong.
it off.
That's strong
I mean, I
shit.
chopped it off like bald, but
because
like,
now I'm starting to figure
like
out,
neck
like,
off.
okay, I
I
did these
suggest you
models
go
and stuff,
bald
and they love it. They
Why?
love the look.
or
They love
short.
this.
You know, I always told you should go short.
But
My hair
they're
is
not
short
like
right now.
I mean,
I
like
don't
to
even
your
know because I guess it's
earlobes.
not
Nah, man.
their
I
image.
look
You know
no,
what I
hell
mean?
no.
It's not what
My
they
hair
want.
is
It's
like
what another
wavy,
person requesting of.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
So
just
they don't. They
no.
just don't
You
give a
could
shit.
literally, I
But
look
when
like
a
a mop.
person is like, Steph, listen,
This is
I want
the
you to
type of
look.
hair she
I want
has.
you to make me
You
look.
could find a piece of
You
her hair
know,
in
like
Chinese food and a
my
mondongo. Like
you
she
know,
got
like
weird
let's
features.
say
She's
normal, like
mixed so many different, like it's like them
like
glasses that turn
natural,
color in the
more
sunlight
natural,
and the
but
light.
yet
Sometimes in
edgy.
June,
And
when
then
it's
I
a
try to
cloudy
make
day,
that
you look Colombian.
look
Sometimes when it's
happen,
raining in
and they
December, you might
appreciate
look
it,
like
because
fucking,
you're taking their vision and
from
you're
you're from
creating something out of it.
Yoruba. Like it's different. Yeah.
I'm
It's just
Colombian,
weird. Either
everybody.
way,
I am
I
dark
had a lot of
skinned.
And that's what
fun.
it is. She's Colombian.
Your
There's a lot of
adrenaline
beautiful,
pumping.
different shit
It
going
was
on in
fun. It
Colombia.
was
So I'm
different.
like
It was
tan.
a different
I'm high
experience,
yellow.
different
Let's just
people,
put it that way.
environment.
If you
Would
put
I
me in
do
the
it again?
sun,
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna be
course I will.
dark.
I'm not
Like
gonna stop, obviously.
Yeah, if you gotta steak her color, you
But,
might
you
send
know,
it
it's an
back for a
experience.
little
What can
bit
I
more
say?
cooking.
right,
You won't eat that shit. That's
right.
awesome, yo.
But in the
All right.
winter, I'm very yellow,
This is
pale yellow.
I
But
did
I'm
something real
usually
different
like
this
my
week.
natural
Every
skin
week I
is
try to write
tan. That's
something.
that's the best way I could put
And
it.
this week is we're double dipping.
It's
She's
an
like an
important week
Asian
this
face.
week.
Yeah,
And
This is
her
an
last
important
name
week
is
'cause we're doing
Ramirez,
Lechon
and
of
your
the week
mind is
again.
blown.
Oh yeah.
right.
You're like, what the fuck?
I know
what,
we could have.
what the
I was
fuck
thinking
is
of
this?
doing lots of
Exactly.
crazy
You're
shit.
And
just
I said I was gonna
confused.
this week
That's me.
it was a must.
Yeah.
I have
It
brolic
was a fucking
eyebrows.
must. That lechon of the
Yep.
week
I
had to
have
come back because
really
there's a special
Thick
lechon this
jet
week.
black hair.
I mean, like
a little wavy in it.
we putting
Texture
in rice, beans,
with
the
little
whole
strands
thing.
of gray because I've never dyed
What
my
is
hair
it?
And
before.
you know,
Uh,
you don't
Told
know
you she's
what the
Indian.
lechon of the week, but you
Mexican
will
textured
know
hair, but a little
because
wavy.
you want to know who the lechon of the week this is.
You know, and just like
It's
if you look at
easy.
me, you
It's
know
the
I'm
easy-
Latin. Like
this was
there's
the
no way in hell
easiest
you can
lechon
confuse me
ever
with some
made.
other
We bought it
ethnicity. Nowhere,
from
no way.
Costco,
You know
and it was
I'm
already
from down
cooked.
south.
That's how easy
Somewhere.
it was. The lechon of the week is
Central,
Tristan
Mexican,
Thompson.
Caribbean,
Has-
South American. I could be anything. I'll
Have you
fit
heard
in.
all the Tristan Thompson? That's South American
He's
shit.
a basketball
Like you never know
player from what?
unless just like
Cavaliers? What is it?
let me
like
go
from
through
Ecuador,
it.
Peru.
Yeah.
You know
the
you have like
situation?
very distinct
Yeah,
Asian features.
he did
That's
the
my
dirt
that's a
dirty
mind fuck.
He's a
to
fuck boy.
But you got
Khloe
that
Kardashian.
aroko,
Bam,
that
bam,
fucking milk and
bam.
coffee shit.
Okay.
Sometimes it's
Tristan
light,
Thompson.
sometimes it's
Our
dark.
friend.
The hair is always.
He's the center
looks
of the
different
team that
every
LeBron
time. You
plays
can't put
with.
your finger on what
People don't know or
what the
care
fuck
what
the
to
name of
do.
this team is. We just
The
know it's
war.
the team
The
that
war.
LeBron plays with.
The Latina war.
LeBron, whoop, whoop. It's
We
like
have the
one day I
same
want to
birthday,
be
by the way.
black, next day I want to be
fuck you
Indian,
and him.
next
This
day I just want to be a little bit of both.
Next stage.
This
Fuck
nigga's
my
a
life.
rotten person, bro. Very
Yeah,
different
I
shades
heard he's been double
of,
dipping, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he
you know,
double
like, very
dips.
different shades.
If you
of
watch
that shit.
Seinfeld, you
Yeah,
never
so
double dip because it's like
that's my
sticking your
struggle.
whole
That's what I've
face
been
inside
up
the
to. What
dip.
about you?
That's what George Costanza said.
Me,
Okay,
I've been chilling.
to me, he did
I've
the
been
most
alright.
rotten shit
Just
you
kind
could ever
of
do
just
in life. But we're
coasted
gonna
on the
backtrack.
wave, seeing what's going
y'all.
on
Back that ass up,
with
bro.
everybody. Like
Wikipedia, y'all
I
niggas.
got invited to my
This
my
guy
best friend's
got a
little
girl
graduation
pregnant.
party, which is always
And
good
left
because
her
I get
right
to
when the
reunite
baby
with
was to be
friends.
born.
I have
to
those
join the
friends that like
Kardashian
they're like
circus, right?
godfathers to like
Something
20
that,
kids, and they've been in like
And he named
they're
the
like
baby
wedding
Prince,
crashers,
which
man.
you already know when your name
So they come
Prince,
into
your
wedding
first name is
crash
Prince,
the party.
your parents
so
got a
that's gonna be
fucked up
exciting.
thing going on.
Cool.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So he
Watching the
now
Mets.
he got Khloe pregnant, and a week
Sometimes I
before
forget, like,
she was ready to give birth to like probably
I've done a lot of soul
Princess,
searching
if
with
it's a
shit
girl.
like the Mets. Like
you know.
I
Oh
hate
my God.
He was
baseball,
caught in the
but
club with two.
the Mets are good,
thoughts.
man. Like I remember me and my friends, I was
Instagram
sitting there
thoughts,
like,
man, like the bottom of
yo,
the
I remember
bottom, bro.
at
Like,
one point in my life, all I thought about was the Mets.
chicks with
It's like,
fake teeth.
Man, I talk so much shit about these guys.
Asses
Look at
bigger
it.
than.
Let me tell you
than
something.
They have, like
There's only
they
one
don't
thing that
look
could get me and my
ridiculous
parents
on
watching
these
the TV
chicks.
together. When Trump
So
says
TMZ
something
got the
ridiculous on the
footage
Mets, so I gotta give
of
love
him
back
like
to the
dead
Mets.
Well,
to
let me tell you
rights, bro.
something.
I
Ever
don't. How does
since they
TMZ do
fired
it?
Terry
Yo,
Wright,
TMZ is the most
I've been so
accurate
happy.
source
Like,
of celebrity.
I hated
That's
that
why
motherfucker.
nobody wants to
Ugh.
fuck with them. It's
He
like
makes
it's like
the
calling the
worst,
cops, but instead of the cops, it's TMZ.
calls in
These
history
aren't.
of
They're
life.
not the
Like,
cops.
what
They're
the
the
fuck is wrong with
FBI,
you?
CIA.
Syndergaard is on the
These are
fucking
the
roll.
niggas
Why
that be
would you want to
watching
take
you
him
while
out
you're
now?
fucking
He's on
while
fire,
you're talking
bitch.
shit on
Like,
the
let him
on the
write this
computer
shit
camera.
out.
They're just
Why
right
would you
there
want
with
to?
you.
Oh my god.
They had a camera.
And what's funny
right
is
where
that
he was
argument right
sitting,
there
bro.
is like
It
the reason
perfect.
baseball
He
will
was
never
making
go
out
away. As much as
with
like
one
I
of the
talk shit,
thoughts. Then
because
the other
I had that
he put his
argument
face
that
in
you
her
just had
tits.
with
Yeah.
yourself.
Doing that motorboat
I had it
shit.
like 2 days
And then
ago,
one of
and
the
I was
thoughts
like,
was
God,
grabbing
I
his
missed
dick.
this. You know,
And
like when
TMZ got all
this
the
guy is
undercover
a
shit.
bum,
And they
I was
got
like, wow.
him going to his
So I
hotel
got a
room with the
T-shirt.
two thoughts.
I went and got a T-shirt
they
and a
got
hat,
him
a
dead
Mets
to
T-shirt and a
rights.
hat. I had to
And
go
I
to
guess they were
size
gonna go play like
gargantuan,
board
but they had
games
that
and
shit
shit
with
with
him in the
I'm
hotel
just
room.
Yeah,
like,
Monopoly. That's the
I
longest
want to
game
buy
in the
Mets,
world.
you know,
And you're winning money,
swag.
so you know what I'm saying?
I used to work for the Mets, just
But
like
you want to
did.
know the
Me
most
too.
rotten? Yo,
Let's
we got
go
to do a
back
podcast
to the
on
rock.
that.
Oh
You
my
want to know
God.
what the most rotten shit
That
he
was
did,
one
man?
of the
What he do?
The pudrillo.
it wasn't one of the low points
In
of my
other
life,
words,
but
like
it was like
the
the
lechon that's been
first
sitting now
real
in the
job I
fucking
had.
oven on
Plus
the
that,
stove for like
as
3
you
days
can
and nobody
attest,
put it away.
that
and it
shit is
rocked.
no
by white
good
people and everything,
to work
bro.
in. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
By
Like
white
it's just
people.
like
One of the thoughts say
being
that
with like
she's pregnant
18-year-olds
with his kid.
that are either sexed
Really?
up,
I missed that
they're
part.
all
Allegedly.
mentally retarded.
Allegedly.
You know
That's
what I'm
just
saying?
weird.
I read
That's
the
just
Reddit.
oh my
I read the
God, dude.
4chan. I read everywhere.
We got to do a podcast.
Allegedly,
Oh,
she says she's
listen,
pregnant with.
I
with
remember.
Tristan's
I'm just
kid.
gonna. This is. Let me tell you this. 'Cause I don't
And
think
you
I even told you
who I
this.
really feel bad.
There was this one lady
about this,
in my
like,
stand.
we have a lot of people.
This lady,
One, I do feel
she
bad
had
for
the
Khloe
biggest
Kardashian.
crush on me. She
And
was
the
like
girl
46 years
before
old.
her.
She was like
'Cause
one of
that's-
those
that's
fat
fucking-
Italian
that
ladies.
sucks.
You know what I'm saying? From
Bro,
like
when you're ready
Long
to give
Island,
birth, you do
with the
just
short
You know what I'm
haircut.
saying?
He's
She looks
planting
like
the seeds,
she
bro.
bakes cookies all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you wanna know who I feel the
this
worst
lady,
about?
She used to
The kid?
LeBron James.
fucking
Oh,
grab my
yeah, you're
ass
fucking
all
up his
day
whole
when I walk
image.
by. She would sit
Not
there,
just
and when
that,
she would,
but
she
just
used to do
can't
the hot
catch a
dog.
break,
She would stare
LeBron.
at me,
right?
and like look down in
This
my
year,
pants, and I'm
this Saturday,
looking
the
down like, what are
playoffs
you
start.
looking at? Is my zip open?
LeBron's going
Yo,
for
it
his
was
fourth
so weird,
championship
bro.
title.
And of course, there was this
If
other
he
black
makes it
chick
to
in
the
the stand that
finals,
was the
it'll be 8
instigator. She would
years in
instigate.
What was her
row.
name?
She'd just be
He's
like,
been in the
Niggas
final.
I don't
Niggas a
remember, bro.
fucking
I don't
monster,
She's
remember.
fat,
bro.
not fat,
Right?
but like she
This
was
dude
a
is being
thick
compared
girl.
to Michael Jordan every
She was
day.
thick and she
You know,
was like
who's
mad
better,
thought,
who's
mad
this, who's that.
hair was colored,
And
wore
now
crazy
he's got a little
makeup,
closer.
and she
You
worked
wanna
the
know
front
why?
like
Because
when
he
she
got
would
his
give
Dennis
sodas and
Rodman
Tristan.
love.
Tristan
Was she?
Thompson.
Did she have like
He
big
got his
lips?
clown
and, like,
show, big, huge.
never-
I
You know this
remember
dude
her.
Dennis Ramen, bro. He used to
Bro, she was
party
Oh,
all
she's a
night
bitch, bro.
long. Bro, she would
drugged up,
instigate,
and the next day
she would
come
tell
in
the
and
lady,
play,
so
but
when
he
you guys
used
are
to
gonna get
kick
it on?
ass.
And I'm like,
this dude Tristan
this is
Thompson sucks.
ridiculous. I'm
He's
like,
just rich.
how old was I then?
He's
Like,
got another
Her name
kid
was.
coming
I think her name was like
allegedly from a
Chanel or
thought.
something.
Dude,
That
we're,
shit LECHON,
we're talking about the
that's
same person.
The most rotted.
Because that was her
LECHON.
name, Chanel or
Or
something.
something like
I've been
that.
saving
Oh my
this
god,
one.
that
Yeah, I've
woman
been
was a fucking
LECHON is coming in a
nightmare.
month, maybe. We got to find a
Dude,
real
she was
rotten
the
in
worst.
I
Tristan
didn't have like
Thompson
anything personal because
with
one,
two
she hardly
thoughts
ever showed
in
up
the club,
and when she
a week
did,
before
like,
Khloe
it
gives
wasn't
birth.
like I didn't really
I took
talk
out
to
my
her. But they all
glasses.
see the thing is
I took out
everybody
my
in the stand
notebook,
knew each
and
other.
I
Right.
Right?
felt good. I felt
They
like I
all
was
been
back
working
in good
with each other for like
spirits,
a
and I
year to
started
the same
writing.
people. And I
You
was
know,
new
that's
to
what
the stand,
happens
and
when
one of the
you
people that
are,
had been there for
when you
years
grew
is a
up,
kid I grew up with.
like, not
So it was easy for me to come in
cultivated.
because of the kid I
What's
knew.
his name?
And like an
Joshua?
unstable,
Joshua,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you're not cultivated.
his
So
father is
therefore,
like
you're bound to
really
make
he like a
fucking ridiculous
childhood friends
mistakes
with
as
my
an adult
pops
like
and my
that.
uncles.
I know him.
Let me
And
be
that kid
really
is
real.
weird.
This is
like he's
that
so
shit is
weird. I went to high
rotten.
school with him.
You know what I'm saying?
He got
That's
left
a-
back like 10 straight times.
I
bro.
hate when kids are used
It was
as
like watching a
pawns,
Seinfeld
and I feel like
episode.
this
Every
whole
day we went
situation,
into the school,
they're
right?
all
The
just
school's in
like
a
these
church.
kids are just
So the open
pawns,
area,
bro.
the
Like-
lobby, quote unquote,
like
he would be
they're
sitting
like
in the
little
same
pieces,
table,
like here,
drawing
pop
or
out
writing
kids,
some
pop out
bullshit
kids,
every
right?
day.
The kid is gonna be
All-
15. He
every
was
day,
raised by
all
like a
day,
nanny.
and people would go
you know,
there
all
like
those years
you would
'cause
go in, go out
the
to
parents are
McDonald's,
always
come
busy
back
and
for
they're
lunch.
they're not together.
Yo,
and
what's
they're
up,
always
Josh? He's in the
separated.
same
And then when they
spot.
get to 20,
He's
you
got to
just
be
pay
a
for their
cop or
college,
something.
so
That's
they
what we
go
all
like
thought.
you
But
don't even have
I didn't say
time
nothing because I knew him since I was a little
to-
kid. He was
to
always
raise a
weird.
kid
You know
when
what I'm
you're
saying? Always
That
weird.
guy.
Doing
Oh my
ridiculous shit
God,
like
that
this
girl
now. Like, you know what
Chanel.
people are saying?
You want to hear something crazy?
And to me, I'm like,
That girl
oh,
Chanel
it's
was
perfect,
trying
right? If I
to
was a
get.
television producer,
I think he's a
it's
virgin.
perfect.
That guy.
People are just waiting for the next
Joshua.
Kardashian
I think so,
episode.
too.
'Cause it's the
And they've
pregnancy
been trying
episode
to
when she
look
gives
for a
birth.
person to fuck him to lose his
And they're gonna,
virginity.
it's like,
And he
is
has
this
a
like all a
huge
TV
crush
show?
on me, which if, it's
Is
not
this
a
the
crush
Truman
if I
Show
know
all
about
over
it,
that Jim
idiot.
Carrey shit where we're all living in the
And
TV
then
show?
Chanel
Yeah, I know
was
that's
like,
ridiculous.
yo, you know,
It's
why don't
rotten
you
what
like,
he
you
did,
know,
man.
do
I
him a
wasn't happy
favor
when I
and blah,
read
blah,
that.
blah. I was like,
I
what
mean,
the fuck
there's
is your problem,
plenty of
bitch? Get out
people
my
out there
face.
that are
Like,
just like
you
Tristan,
disgusting.
but just
She did
not
the
as rich,
same-
you know?
No, she did
But
that
I-
same
that-
shit.
Even worse.
Yo, I'm so
And
surprised we're talking about this because
The thing about
talking
it
about
is,
the same
I don't even know what
person,
to say
bro.
anymore
I can't.
because
I mean,
this nigga, like,
she
he's
tried the same
conscious.
thing
He knows
with
what
that
the
fat
fuck
lady,
he's doing,
bro.
man. Like, he ain't no
She
kid.
would come up to me and then she would ask me like, "How long can you last in bed?"
Unless
Right?
they agree
And I'm like,
to
"What
break
the
up?
fuck are you asking
But
me
to
right
be
now?"
okay, if you agree to
I
break
said
up, you
10
break up.
seconds.
You know,
She would
people
go to
have
that lady
problems.
and she would
People
tell
have
her,
things
like,
they
this
go
was some
through,
high
but this
school
dude was
shit,
in a
bro.
club.
She would
with
go
two
tell her,
thought-
this is what he
thoughting
said.
it up.
And then that fat lady,
like,
when it was
come
kind
on,
of
you
like,
couldn't wait
the
like a
6th,
week
7th, 8th
after?
inning when
It's
they
not-
leave, you know
it's
how the people who make
principle
food
of it,
leave
you know?
earlier
It's
than the
like,
people who
yeah,
gotta clean up?
This guy,
So
it
before
shows
she
what
would
kind of
leave, 'cause I had
person
to
he
stay
is,
and clean
you know
up,
what I mean?
she would
He's
talk to me
just
like the final like 10 minutes of the game when I'm like, because I would go
don't
get a
think
hot dog
he
and watch
knows
like the
what,
final inning of the game.
humility
she would
is
tell- and
because
she would,
he's
how
been
long can you
given
last? Like,
so
I'm
much
like, what the
money,
fuck
and
is
his
this,
image has been
man?
amped up. I guess
that he
like,
doesn't even
not
know
to
what the
brag or
word
any-
no
It's not
is.
even bragging; it's annoyance. Like,
Right, you're right, and he
all the
already
guys
he
understand.
He has no
they're
sense of
like,
reality.
They,
achieved
they
his
have
best,
that one girl
the
they all
biggest
want
goal
to
of his
fucking do,
professional
right?
career. Right, he already won a
Unfortunately,
championship.
that was me.
Right.
LeBron,
Unfortunately, I was
it was
like,
the story,
fuck,
the
man.
comeback. Cleveland wins his
So
first championship.
she
Yada
would
yada
get jealous
yada.
of the fact
Right.
that all the
He
guys would want
accomplished
to,
that.
like, you know,
He got
talk to
paid.
me.
He's paid, right? It's
I
not
don't
like
see
he
any,
signed a
you know,
big
I don't
contract.
get like
He's not even
happy
that good.
about that. Not because I
To
don't
be
want to be
honest,
talked
as a
to, but it's
baseball
like
fan,
I hate everybody. I just want
watch
to get the
basketball
fuck out of there.
real.
There's
I'm
no
in it.
excitement in
I'm
that
locked in.
place.
He's not
So
even that good, and
she
he
used to
had a
get
terrible
jealous,
year
and
this
she
year.
used to like
Like, he
literally
doesn't
spread
belong
rumors about me.
in his. I
Like,
mean, he doesn't
about
know.
who I am,
I
and
know.
obviously,
What does he have to do? You know what I'm
people
saying?
that
Just
knew me,
be
they didn't
tall,
believe her because
really,
that's not the
Yeah.
way
and
I
have
was.
kids.
Whatever she was saying
and be in the
was
Kardashian
not who I
clan.
was.
You know
what I mean?
what is it with people in that clan?
It got
man?
to a point where
Why is Why does life go over
Carter
there
in
to
her-
die?
in her
It seems like, you know what I'm
lives,
saying?
and-
Yeah,
You
it's
know
so
what I mean?
weird.
Like,
they have
oh,
this
man, that
like
fucking woman is
stigma, or they
crazy.
have this like
Bro, the thing is
I don't know
that
what it
lady,
is, bad juju, where like anybody that gets
the
close
thing is
to
the
that orbit,
whole
your
stand,
whole
right?
fucking
So the people who were
your
cooks
whole
were like
dynasty,
old
your whole
dudes who were
livelihood,
like been
every
there
generation
since the Mets
before
were
you
like
and
in the
after you
80s
will
and
be
shit.
demolished.
The whole stand,
you
the
know?
whole like 15
Those
people
girls
that work there,
are man
they think I'm
eaters,
fucking
man.
this
They
this
eat you up
lady.
and spit
It's
you
like
out.
man. You know what I'm saying? Like
And I'm
to
here
sit
all
here
for it,
and to be
and I'm here to
questioned
write
all day,
LECHONs of
like
the
in a
week for
job that it was a
anybody who
bad
fucks with the
job.
Kardashians.
Anyway, it sucked.
Anybody.
And like
Every
getting
night
LECHON,
coming home
man, from that deep
Yeah,
fucking
like
deep.
there's I don't
It was the
even know
worst.
anymore.
And like to
I don't
sit
feel
there
bad
and
for the
this
guy.
girl just keeps touching
I
you.
don't. I feel bad
Like
for
every
the
time you
kids.
walk by,
The
she's just
kids have
every
it
time
the
I walk
worst because
by,
now
she
they don't know
fucking
where they want.
was
What if they want to get to
touching me
know their
like
family
crazy.
one day? Now they got to track their
I was like, this
15,
is the worst,
you
man.
know,
And then this
fucking
lady was
brothers
egging
and
her on,
sisters
that
spread
black
out
chick.
throughout the country because dad
I was
doesn't know
out of
how to
there.
fucking
But I did get my
keep
friend
it
a
in his
job.
pants.
That was the best thing
Yeah.
because I left. I've been left. You know what
All
happened
right,
to me?
everybody.
I was helping
That's a
some
lesson
other
from
lady
us.
with some like putting
Don't
the
fuck
cover on
around.
something,
Don't be a
and my
lechon.
pants ripped right
Don't
in
be
the
a
crotch, and I said, I'm done.
Not be a
I
fucking
didn't come
lechon
back
and you'll
after that.
live.
I was like,
be
these are the only
lechon.
pants I got, and I
I
can't
mean,
buy
be
a
a
new
lechon
one.
so we can
I
write
said,
more
I'm not coming
lechons,
back. I
but
can't
don't
get
be a
pants.
lechon, man.
Just
Don't
don't.
Yeah, it was
put your money in
terrible.
your debit
I did get my
card,
friend a
man.
job.
Don't buy
though.
lotto tickets either.
She
Bye,
got a job out of
everybody.
that.
Bye.
I hate that place.
See you
See
next
ya.
week. Bye.
It was
I
the
was a
worst.
cashier.
It was the worst. Yeah, and the cashiers in my stand, they were all accused of stealing. Every day there was the money was different, right? Because the guy who was the manager of the stand used to give me a ride to like a Rockaway train station, right? At least he would help me out and go to Rockaway. There was this young dude out of college, had big dreams to be a businessman or whatever, and he's working this shit. And yeah, this guy used to give me a fucking ride. It was crazy, man. That job is dreams
I
die in that
remember
job.
it was the World Series, and it was the first year, the inauguration of Citi Field, right? So I worked the first opening of Citi Field, and all of a sudden, for some weird reason, on the Subway Series, every cashier in that fucking stadium went down. I mean, completely kaput. Like you gotta.
Like all the
Yeah, like you gotta
electronics.
pay cash because that shit was not opening, right? You know how many people walked out of there with the cash money, with the cashier money? Like
I
they
could
caught
imagine.
at least, not caught, like they dead ass just walked out with money, like 10 people or more.
Dude, the lady, there was like four Dominican ladies. Like there was one young girl who was one young girl and like three older women. So they were like nannies to her, like Mother Goose to her. Dude, I would see them, the chi man and them talking all that shit, and they would always come up to me and tell me, "Oh, you messing with that lady in there?" And they would joke with me like old Spanish joking. And every day, because I used to stay in the stand because I got a ride, he would tell me every day, "Dude, I'm my difference is like $500. You think they're robbing from me?" I was like, I don't know if they're robbing. Maybe. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not being no squeaky wheel. And I think them ladies were getting over.
Niggas was robbing you blindly, my man.
They were getting over. This dude used to come out every day. We would leave the stadium. He was like a smart dude. He found a parking lot like mad far down that he didn't have to pay, like an abandoned parking lot. We will go to the like BQE or whatever the expressway is. He would stop at like a bodega, get like a pack of the Black and Miles and smoke them straight to the head because he was so stressed. Like, oh man, my money's always down like $1,000 and this that. I was like, hey,
I hate
I don't
being
know.
a cashier, man. Like, ugh, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
but that's our experience in that fucking shithole.
That was such a goddamn that's just depressing, that job, bro. That shit made me down, like that whole
I saw my
experience.
ex-boyfriend there. It was just like, fuck my life, man. Just kill me. I mean, I got good money, but the weather sucked. The people suck.
Yep, it was always windy.
Oh my god, it was the combination of shittiness.
You had to wear that green
and you have to
green
give
shirt.
it back. You know that, right?
I kept my shit.
I gave my shit back. I'm like, here, I don't want this garbage anyways.
You did the whole season? And then you said, fuck it.
So never again. And they're like, oh, you want to come back? I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah, man. What a fucking experience. Yeah. God, the world is so small, right? The world is so small. I fucking always meet somebody like that. I always meet a girl that knows a guy that was retarded in my life. What's up
I
with
don't
that?
know, man. We're just
So of course you know Joshua. Like everybody knows him except like, me. This dude, I remember I used to tell him because at that time I was just trying to make a step up in my life, right? Like I was coming off a long ass relationship where I wasn't with my friends. I wasn't doing anything, right? I break up with the girl. I'm in limbo, so I haven't seen my boys. So I'm trying to make the step up, right? Hang out with my friends. We're in college now. Everybody's got something going on. So we want to share, like, hey, what's up, Pedro? How you doing? Nothing as usual. What's up with you? I'm doing it. So I was kind of in that groove, right? Like, so we would drive to the city and like drive around and go eat at like Dallas BBQs, and I was meeting my best friend's friends because he's actually doing something. So I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. We're having parties, we're chilling, we're getting. And then like I would talk to Joshua because he's just a big ass nerd. So we would just nerd, and then he'd be like, yo, the weirdest shit he would say, dude. He would be like, yo, when you gonna invite me to chill with your friends? I'm trying to meet new people.
he's so
like,
weird.
Oh man. Dude, I went to high school with this kid. I hit him in the head with a balloon when I was little. Like that's how old we
That
go
guy
back,
was
bro.
just so weird. He was just weird. Like,
He did the same thing with all the girls. He did the same because when I was there was a girl, like a manager, and he had the hots for her so bad. Every day he would tell me, he would like whisper in my ear, look at the thighs on her, look at the ass on her. I'll do anything for that. I'll have sex with her dog for that. I'll be like, holy shit.
and you know what happened that same year? They actually
What?
got somebody to fuck him, right? From my stand. And she was like,
Wow.
okay, cool, whatever, I'm down, no problem. Yo, she said that he couldn't even find her pussy.
Why could he?
And then on
why
top
could
of
he?
that, and
could find
on
a
top
pussy.
of that, they said that he had a little, a little person
Little
down
cock.
there. It was just too tiny. I was like, damn.
God bless Joshua. We wish him on his best endeavors. We wish him a long
We
and
really
healthy
do.
life. We're just chopping him down at the knees. We wish you a great life.
I'm sorry. I mean,
We wish you a great life. The dreams, the wishes you have. I hope you get everything, inshallah. Everything.
yeah, inshallah.
But we're gonna have to chop you down. Yeah, he was
Dude,
he was
I don't
weird.
know.
He was weird. He wanted some girl so weirdly. Like I wouldn't say so badly, so weirdly. Cause I was his good friend. So I'm the confidant. I'm the consigliere. So he's telling me all this shit. I'm like, God, this is so weird. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so weird. Cause like at that time I was in a softball team with his pops. His pops isn't even there. Like his pops is a friend of the family, but they don't live
Right.
together. You know what I'm saying? They had a hard relationship. So it's like, oh man, what box of macaroni and cheese that I go
And
through?
I remember he has a very rough upbringing and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like,
Not rough upbringing. This is his upbringing.
well,
You
that's
want to
what
know his
he
upbringing?
said. I don't know.
His mom was one of the hot ladies in the neighborhood, bro. His mom is so beautiful. She's like a legit beautiful woman, and she owns mad buildings in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. So this dude has his own apartment, right? They own a whole big building, and he has like a first floor apartment to himself. It's his joy pad, bro. Because I went there once, and we drove there, and he just has like video games. It smells like shit. It was crazy. It was like the weirdest thing. And his mom was like I'm telling you, she was one of the most beautiful women. And I don't know what happened that they split from her father, but he was like a fucking crazy drunk and shit. Because he would drink with my family. He was a friend. He's a friend of the family. His name was Carlos. He's like the most Puerto Rican dude you ever met. And his mom felt like a Spanish lady who came
Right.
from something, you know. She had money, she was pretty, she looked like she was from like Connecticut or some shit. So that was always like the weird thing. And then I remember when he was little, Joshua, he was always weird, bro, from day one. Always weird, always weird. We had a birthday party together. I remember going to his birthday party. He was weird then. I rocked him in the head with a balloon.
Dude, like, that's our experience being in that train wreck of a place.
Yeah. Yeah, we never worked together, but we
Experience the
did
same
in
shit.
spirit.
Same people, same shenanigans, just a different time frame.
Jesus. We did
We
go to
did.
college together, so we did fight the war, the community college war together. Like we kind of figured out that our alliance would be stronger together and we could get the fuck out of the college, you know? Because, you know, when you're in college, you got to kill everything around you. You know, everything is violence. You know what I'm saying? You're stressed, right? You don't know if you got a Metro card for the day. You don't know if you could do this essay in like 10 hours. So you got to keep your enemies close and your enemies closer. So we made like a pact early in college, like, yo, niggas are gonna get niggery around here. Niggas gonna nig. So me and you, we gotta have each other's back in case, you know, the war happens. We get the fuck out of here with our associates.
Yo, school was hard, bro.
See, school is crazy, bro. I've been writing a lot, and I did my mom's. This is what I did this weekend. I did my mom's resume, but I told myself I want to really like get in it. Fingers, I want to squeeze that shit. I want to try my best. I had to do a cover letter and shit for it too. And I'm like, God, it's fucking 5:45 in the morning. I've written like one thing in like 4 hours. I felt like I was doing schoolwork, yo. It was crazy.
Dude,
How did I survive? It's like, shit.
I don't know, man, but we've been through some shit, bro.
Yeah, we've been through the wars, man. We've been through the wars laughing. You know, we see a car crash and we just laugh at that shit together. You got to here's a life lesson, everybody. Find somebody you can laugh with no matter what the circumstances is. Even if one of them is so sad, I mean, it's sadder than sad. If you guys can laugh through that shit, that's a person you want to keep around because that shit, you can laugh.
That is
no matter
true.
what.
You need that.
That's the person that, you know, that when shit's rough, you guys can just laugh, chill. You don't even have to think about anything. You can just laugh. Always laugh.
It's
We've
hard,
been through a lot of
but
shit.
it was,
like that.
you know, you just need that one person to just be like, I know this just happened, but in a week or two, this will be the past. We're feeling the heat now, but eventually it will, you know, suffice.
Yeah, you need somebody. It's just like not everything could be like serious. You know, you need somebody where you could just be chill with. Chill. That's something a lot of people aren't anymore, man. Like I bet you meet a lot of people at work because you know there's so many people, so many different types of bullshit at your job.
Ugh.
Every day is a different day. You go where are people who just want to be chill, right? You don't get too high, you don't get too low, but you're the same person. It's hard to meet people like that. Understandably, a lot of people don't have chill buttons no more. People grow up and they do their own shit. Like I just want to sit back, let's smoke a joint, let's watch Roseanne remake, and let's
Word up.
That's it. Did you hear about the Roseanne remake? That shit had
I didn't
crazy
even watch
ratings.
it, yo. That's my fucking show.
Bro, this is a new segment for StephandPedro. This is called LECHON of the Week, and we're creating it right now this second. I wrote a LECHON of the Week. I spent 10 minutes late. I came 10 minutes late to the show to write a LECHON of the Week about the Mets. Fuck the Mets. We're doing a new LECHON. This is the new LECHON. We're going to talk about Roseanne and why she's...
Hello?
Dude.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me? Shit. I thought I had a heart attack and you were God. Like, hello? Listen, this is the thing. That her show drew so many ratings, bro. So many people watch that show. And I'm like, God damn. I thought you seen it. I thought you were one of the people, but it's good that you didn't see it because we're gonna explain. She's been in the news. The show's been in the news like crazy this
Yeah,
week. Have you
that
heard
this
anything
man,
about
she's
it?
Republican, the husband's Republican, her kids in the show
Yeah.
are liberals and all this other crap.
So we both follow the same Instagram feed. We get our news from the
Yes.
same meme page. Okay, that's good. I know we're both
Yeah,
on,
what
on
about
our
it though? What
toes then.
happened?
Bro, it's not even that she's Republican. Cause yo, it don't even this is like some other shit. This lady, she had like a
Okay.
Halloween party or something, and she made KKK. I'm not sure about this, but she made some type of white power KKK cookies, right? Baked them, and she was dressed as Hitler. But like not funny, right? Not in a way that you go, oh shit, she's goofy. No, that shit look. She meant that shit, yo. She meant that shit. And it's like, oh my God, is Roseanne one of these ladies? Dude, they went back in her text.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
she's one of these ladies. She hates Jews. She hates Jews more than
Why?
anything, bro. She just hates
I
it.
thought she was
I
like a
don't
liberal.
know.
I thought she was
She's
like,
like,
you know what I mean? Because of her way of writing the show and stuff. Makes her think otherwise.
that's the thing though. I don't think she's like I don't think she's like a Republican, like one of these losers in red hats, right? I don't think it's that. But I think she really hates Jewish people. Like, she said some shit like burn all the Jews and all this crazy shit, like wild shit. So people are like, oh shit. Like everybody was having a moment. Like you were gonna have. Like, oh my God, Roseanne's back. The family that we grew up with, that we loved, is back. Let's have a whole, let's have a great night. And the next day, boom, the Hitler picture. I'm like, oh shit. That's pretty fucked up.
I know.
Roseanne, don't hate people. People, don't hate people. You want to know why? Because your daughter is going to marry the same person you hate. Or your son is going to marry the same person you hate. And it's over for you when you gotta serve rice and beans at the table to everybody, and
You know
all
what's
your
the
life you
funny
talk
part?
shit.
There's a saying in Spanish that goes, what is it? Si uno escupe en el aire, le cae en la cara. Meaning like when you spit in the air,
Yeah,
is a metaphor. You spit in like, when you spit in the air and then it comes right back at your face, you know?
yeah. When you spew shit, you're gonna get some shit on you. That's it. That's not even it is a metaphor, but that's a psalm. That should be like a psalm in the Bible. When you spit in the, because my father used to say an iteration that he goes, the shit doesn't smell till you move it. When you move it, then it smells. I don't get why I said that, but that's my
Definitely.
LECHON of the week, yo. Don't hate people. Don't hate people. You know who you can hate? Like, hate fucking hipsters who ruin your neighborhood.
Ugh.
Hate those people. Don't don't hate Jews for no reason. Hate the hipsters, man. There's no way this can of sasong should be $5.50, man. We used to buy the single package like Lucy's for like $1 when we needed just to season the eggs in the morning one day when when the family came over or some shit.
Don't
Just
do
don't
that.
hate people.
Alrighty.
Nope.
So I guess we'll just move on from here.
Yeah. What are we gonna do next week, yo? We need a new segment. We gotta. How are we gonna roast
It
people
depends what
next
kind
week?
of
What do we
shenanigans we
got?
come across.
Oh, we're gonna come up with some shenanigans. I think you know what I've been thinking about. Let me tell you about what I've been thinking about. I think next week we should do. I was thinking of writing like a Wheel of Fortune game where we can just roast the scum of the universe, like a word game
We could
association we
definitely
could
do
play.
that.
Call it El Gordo El Gordo y la
You
Flaca
could do that.
segment. We could roast people. There's gotta be some good's gonna happen. I have a feeling. I don't know.
Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will keep you guys posted with our next shenanigans, man. Bye.
Bye.